So why is chat not coming up? Need to restart. Docs. Chat. There we go. Of Twitch. Twitch. TV.
Our Hove and Lightborn.
All right. Let's go deeper into the rabbit hole that is Disco Elysium. So
The man is decomposing visibly now. Every hour, he looks less like a creature and more like a pile of intestines.
got these cool shoes. Combat boots. Fairweather T500 with rotting flesh.
These boots were probably left on the corpse because they were impossible to pull off while it was hanging. They're not exactly pleasant to look at right now, much less smell. You'll know more about them once you run the serial number you found. The size seems about right. Once you get the foul-smelling flesh gunk out, you've seen too much to be that naive. Even if you don't remember it, you'll never know what it was like to be him.
Oh, my phone. It's not. Let me put my phone in charge. I'll be right back. Cheers, chat.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. I'm going away for a long, long time.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
Doesn't open, is it? Can be. There's no way she's still on the boat, right? Oh my god, it is like Almost midnight.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens.
Good morning, officer. I'm Joyce. Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbor. You must be from the RCM. Baton, my maiden name.
Her bony hand dangles from the sleeve of her oversized raincoat.
I'm glad to see you here. I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly. That's the man who was killed. I'm
How'd she
afraid this
know
is
that?
a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question. Better not tie the fourth day to the bat's day on this. I hope that...
She wants to answer the question. Protocol keeps her from it.
Quite a few things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your name and badge number. What happened to it?
Awkwardness washes her. 'Twas stolen by some artist, surely. Best to pin the blame on them. Everyone knows you can't trust artists.
You mean someone stole your badge? I don't, in fact. I'm afraid what I need to tell you is wholly unrelated.
Unbelievable, sire. Even the performance artists didn't work. Everyone knows you can't trust artists. They're near.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode? I can't hear you, darling. Speak up, please. Oh, dear. I do believe you, naive as that may sound. However, this isn't about my feelings.
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement. Feelings will guide the way.
I assure you, it is no small matter for me either. We all share the responsibility for disarming this situation. I hope you have a badge for me as soon as possible.
You have so much else. I only have this. This is the entirety of my existence.
She's silent. The wind flaps the...
Officer. You know, I don't mean to sound cold, but if you want something, you have to give something back.
You're doing it, despite your own...
I'll be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to just... The Union is conducting drug trade out of the harbor. It's an open secret in Martinez. Surely it must not come as a complete surprise to the RCM either. Perhaps it's time to look into it. Or you can find your badge, which honestly... Of course, Detective.
There shouldn't be things that are worth more than people's whole life. It's so fucked.
Give me a moment. I see. I hope some good people are finally going to move in. This place needs them. Oh, I do like wizards, and people like that in general. They have a lot to tell us about our fates.
She means clairvoyance.
Mm.
This door is made of metal. No one answers. Looks like he isn't home. You should come back tomorrow.
Okay. Maybe I should crash. Oh my god, she's still out here?
I can't believe it's snowing again. It felt like springtime just a few. I'm a nighthawk. What can.
Odd. There's a little mean.
Oh, people here. You have anything to say to me?
Can I help you?
No, I guess not. Sorry.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful. The fan stands still. The switch must be broken because nothing happens. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression. The faucet is quite terribly mangled, but you just might be able to twist. You handle the chain cutters deftly, applying just enough pressure. The faucet regains a recognizable shape. The steam stops. Told you that you needed those chain cutters. Everything is connected. The mirror begins to clear slowly without you having to wipe it.
They both do electrochemistry.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam anymore. It's your face in the mirror,
roll nat 6.
adorned with the expression.
Nat 12, I should say. I mean, it's hard to try.
Still not happening. It won't come up.
Let the mirror be for now.
The bed is cold and not particular. The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out, and then sleep doesn't come.
That sucks.
Obviously, you're in bed with your eyes closed, but maybe it's the bed's fault. Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly. It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here. Under your thrumming eyelids, you see a dizzying array of colors. You won't. It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it? Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves. Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch.
Dreaming. Me.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
Bloody corpse of a drunk.
You're not kidding anyone, Harry. You don't remember
I was
shit.
apricot, but I don't think I finished the thought.
Do you remember your wife's hand on your face? That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there. One hand on the bottle and the other on your dick. Watching her go. Let it all be dragged away from you. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours? No, it's gone. 3 times gone and never coming back.
You failed.
You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium. Everything. The Pale and the Islas. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up. No, Harry. You were just talking to yourself. That's all you ever do. Even in your dreams. And the act is wearing thin. The spots of the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time. Sweating up the bed. Stinky boy. You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. Bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
I'm trying to solve this case.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet. Grinding in your head.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
God, there's another type?
Oh yes, party boy, and it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Oof. I'm gonna grab a drink on that. Leave you with this.
Good going, buddy. Yes, wait till you see the one with the chick in it. It's gonna be a good one. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night. You don't know? You don't know? Some broad that messed you up. It'll come to you. You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Bust. Don't do that. Stay strong. The hangover will wear off. You don't need to keep doing this to yourself. Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week? Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired.
That's a lie. I can do this without the speed. Half the town won't be dead.
Suit yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your spark.
Salty cookies are so good. Not quite there yet. Early.
The door is closed.
Morning. Looks like we can get to work at once. The Union must have turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them. I completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty, just like the manager said. One loose thread less to worry about, and one big problem to replace it. One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with...
But aren't you curious to...
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave the...
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod. The man takes another drag of his cigarette. You can always talk your way out if things go sour. The man takes... You can always talk your way out if the man...
I don't think he understands, officer. We need to find some other way to make ourselves clear. He's from Grad, a Koiko.
With the mention of the word Koiko, he's happy for some reason. He's from Grad. People from Grad don't mind if they're called by their national derogatives. It's okay to call him a Koiko.
Why am I the corpse? Doesn't matter. I don't think he understood us. What are you doing?
The cook looks at you. The cook says something. It's quite...
Oh, no. Body no, feet no.
Okay, we have our answer.
You see a heavy steel door with the cobalt blue. The door that... This industrial gas-powered stove has...
What are you planning to do? Throw a dinner party?
Whatever you had planned, you have to do it. The stove is...
Get my gun and badge back. Open this up again.
The file cabinet stands steady as ever, and the unlocked drawer, the drawer slides shut smoothly. payphone hangs me.
Gonna open for me yet?
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
-1 rhetoric. I don't know how to open this. What if I switch to the crowbar? Ooh! Worked. That's cool. I think there's a few things like that I should. All right. On the coffee table.
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always. You don't have to sit down this time, since you've already sat on that chair. I'm very glad to hear that, Harry. One question. You didn't actually happen to stumble in and see what's in...
He's trying to figure out if you're lying. There is no way to sway this man in any direction. He is unsuggestible and unswayable. Just tell the truth.
Exactly the kind of fascist memorabilia I was expecting. Weasel probably prays to it every night for the downfall of the Union.
He was testing you.
Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is gonna start happening now. I promise you, Harry, this is gonna be good. Racist mugs in the trash and in the apartment? You guys are just light years ahead of me. I have so much confidence in the ability of your organization.
Oh my gosh.
I'm relieved you're doing this and leaving me to do what I do best. Helping people. With a...
Yes. Do you think this...
Oh, no. I don't cross paths like that. All I want is for you to succeed in your investigation. I would never complicate things for you.
Oddly, it seems to be true.
Believe me, Harry, he's a nobody. Just your basement variety nobody. But he does live nearby. Maybe it's a pedantic weasel. Fascists are known to be neat freaks. I feel like a real detective right now, Harry. Am I getting this right?
He imitates bashing something with an imaginary baton.
Would he? I'm not so sure, buddy.
Oh, you're too kind, Harry. Way too kind. I know I'm not a real police officer. By now, I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines. Sent to scare us. Harry, this strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group.
You mean our victim?
A security contractor? Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest, united in the spirit of fellowship, and they send hired killers to mow us down with machine gun fire? I'm talking beasts, hardened killers from proxy wars in Yisut, Semenine, Saramaritsa, you name it, they've done it. Raping, killing, burning villages, killing little children for the Senorita Pineapple Company, Harry. Everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant. Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container. Yes, I'm an old man, Harry. My legs aren't what they used to be. They lift my office with... But enough about me and my fun container. The killers the company hired, I think there were 3 of them. One of them got downright suicidal. Getting drunk, violent, a little rapey. Even their own negotiator couldn't control him. That's your boy. The one who likes hanging out and trees.
By negotiator.
Harry, what you need to realize is, we dock workers are not pushovers. We got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does. Push us hard enough and we push back. And when we do, we potentially, Harry, potentially, we got arm wrestling champions, rowing club people, ex-coal miners, tough guys. There's a militant wing inside the Union. A group of people whose duties don't involve manual labor, but people...
That sounds a bit like...
They're like you guys. Idealistic people who want to make sure bad things don't happen. And if they already have, well, punishment...
Again, that's...
So these idealists...
One day Titus Hardy, leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, "Boss, socialist democratic fervor drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill this beast that was..." He probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like they killed him.
Aren't you worried we might arrest them for this?
Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinez boys, tough and gritty. I'd like to see the man who takes them in. Besides, I sent my...
If he's just boasting, then it sure doesn't feel like that to you. He's not worried. He places a lot of faith in that lawyer girl. Perhaps this is a tactical error. Anyway.
How do I know? Let me tell you about these people. That's their MO. It's what they do. Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in Sediment, a security contractor. The strike was over the workers' right to wear protective footwear, Harry.
Real tough guy.
These guys turn up and start beating people. Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the same mercenary company after a little rebranding. And I'm sure as hell not surprised to see an army of scabs.
So you believe the scabs were organized?
You said it. Hell, one of those guys looks big enough to take down that proverbial elephant. Boys like that don't just happen to...
That does sound quite unlikely, yes. The big guy, he's not scared of them. If anything, he likes them being here. Strange.
Oh, Liz is a bright one. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it'll probably turn her all fancy. But hell, Harry, she came back a firebrand socialist. Sometimes she scares me with her zeal. Oh, they are simply fine young men, all 7 of them. Exemplary union members. Always old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear when Titus took the reins and named the group after himself. Gotta love his initiative.
Interesting.
They're almost all of them great guys, born leaders. Whatever work with them. Hell, interview them. But don't fight them. They really are just like you. Men who like beer, women, and some order on the streets. You know what, Harry? I got a feeling they're gonna show up in full force.
The lieutenant marks something in his notebook.
But of course, it's the least I can do for my good friend Harry. Also, Harry, here's 5 real. I'm not giving you anything.
Needless to say, this is another move. Don't take it.
Oh, I wasn't offering it to you, just holding it out there. But I'm willing to share information. Was there anything else? Was it a good talk? I'm not sure we made much headway here. I was hoping we'd bust the case wide open. Heck, I even wanted to tell you what I really want. I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And of course, I also wanted you to find your... Yes, Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left.
A man of the left? So you have... He's been hurt too much in the past by men who aren't social democrats.
You're saying it, but I don't believe you. You know how it is, company snitches, agent provocateurs everywhere.
And what would this entail?
Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta. I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth centre in Martinez. It will be righteous. We're gonna get those... There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more signatures to get this mission off the ground, Harry. On the coast, Harry, across the canal. There's a cul-de-sac there, a little village they're calling it. A gloomy place. You'll find it. I trust your detective skills, Harry. They are just gonna have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings. Right next to...
Is he absolutely sure the tenants won't be thrown out in the street?
Am I? Harry, these people... Martinez is the most... We're gonna build a youth centre there. The value of their properties goes up, and kids have a place to play in. I'm looking out...
He means it.
It depends. I don't think what we just got from Mr. Clare was very useful.
But, he thinks.
As I said, it weighs on me heavily.
He's saying as little as...
You bring joy to my heart, Harry. Such a pleasure. You need to get signatures from Isabel Sadie. Once you have the signatures, mail this to 13022 La Rocca in La Delta. Then, I'll know you're a solid socialist. Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of... We're all trying to do what's best for Martinez. Don't feel like you can't cooperate with her because you and I are such good friends and I helped you get the body down. And I'm helping you find your gun.
Whoa, that's so nice of him. Suspiciously nice.
I'm just a nice guy, Harry. I wouldn't be... If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good...
He doesn't want to see her. It's a simple...
Of course, Harry. I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have tell her about all of it. My brother's pick...
It is rather interesting to tell people things about each other, isn't it? It was nice telling him about her right now.
Most certainly, Harry. Nothing brightens my day. By all means, Harry. What? Harry, how could you say that to me?
The reaction appears to be sincere, but it's impossible to tell with this guy, honestly.
You've hurt me, Harry. Me, a friend. But you know, I trust you, like I trust all my friends. And I know you'll never talk to me about this again.
He's hiding his real reaction.
Thank you for your understanding.
You too, Lieutenant. You know, I like you.
None taken. Did we have anything else?
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as all. Yes, yes. What's that, Harry? You're getting a little...
You find my badge. Money. Maybe I can get a critical success
before the cargo container. And
nope.
As it's always been, it's impossible.
Bill says no. Damn, where did I get a copy of the map? Maybe he has?
Yes? What do you want to know? Ah, yes. 3 days ago, the RCM, during that time, they didn't identify themselves. There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen. Just to be clear, we are police officers. You mean like a brief? There's no 3 days ago, during that time, the victim had been stripped. A security guard worked. They didn't identify There's a strong prejudice against That's right. No, it's not a...
The lieutenant adjusts.
Good.
Can we go down this way?
This is the night watchman's booth. You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 month, there is no loophole. The simple truth is, the current residents are going to lose their street access, and for the next 12 to 40 months, their lives will be dominated by constant construction noise right next door.
I should have seen it. Everard probably has eyes on us, but we could try to get other people to sign this instead of those listed. However, we'll need access to the coast before we do anything. Everard won't believe you got villager signatures if you can't even get to the village. You can try forgery as soon as we can cross the waterlock.
The youth center cuts into the ocean like the bow of some great modern ship. Apparently, it's going to cover most, if not, it's going to be awfully close to the already existing build. This is either an ominous or cool arc. My money is on cool. Looks like a cubic pyrite.
Hours per hour.
So, It's but a rest. Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye. Yeah, the janitor who gave me the key to his apartment said the guy's a bit of an asshole. Yeah, it would be really bad if we got into an argument about it. Waste of a good noon. Or afternoon. Or night.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her. The photo, an ambrotype from the turn of the set. It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter. Some cigarettes and food money. Maybe she's your nothing. Her smile just keeps widening. No response.
Wait. She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone. Why? I just told you why.
An old monument stands in the middle of a silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, I am Philip. Not a good track record of mental health in that family. Even by the standards of the Philippian king. Well, he blew through the whole national treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers. His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy. During the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family. Stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored unfathomable wealth. Krugerrand, he called it the Sol Aurum. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold.
The man certainly knew how to live.
But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction. You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry. He was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy. That's what the revolutionaries said 150 years later, right before they emptied out the royal mausoleum and dumped His Majesty's mortal remains in the Insulindian Bay. Beneath the cold waters of the Insulindian Bay, thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the royal mausoleum. The original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged. Most historians think the coalition's hasty land. Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly. The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart. Like neither do people in Martinez. The statue has proved to be Philip III, the squanderer. However, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned. Not that he ever did in life.
Well, learned something new about liberals. What was they selling?
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
It's the jam, my man. It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Mazout is an antiquated term for heavy fuel oils. This man has a barely suppressed performative streak, or he just likes unusual words, or both.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
Behind the laugh, however, a touch.
So tell me, what do you need? He ain't one of us drivers. I know that.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the mid. A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees. It's like, whatever's going on over at the docks, workers got a block. Some pretty wild stuff I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town too. Like, they want to keep that money flowing in, my man.
He doesn't blame them, but he's not on their side. That.
Anything else? Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. If you still hang around here, wait. Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting. Huh? Oh, the bosses, man. Yeah, it sure ain't good for me. Or you. Oh, high-grade narcotics.
Relax. He's merely joking.
Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. I've got another haul of found cargo. They usually get shipped to Grad in the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran. We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy. This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of.
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighboring islands.
Good eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one.
There it is again. A little touch of sadness, but
not unless they've a legalized sports equipment. We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy. We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm. Ease into it. Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
I'm okay, man. Just...
maybe the full-on director.
Don't be a stranger.
Alright, let's keep on trucking. Here's the salesman.
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool. You're very cool. Bang, 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 bang. Oh, yes. You like premium menswear.
Don't be distracted by the flattery and funny man act. Questions. Start with a little compliment, then work your way up from there.
Oh, an investment? What kind? I guess it can't be any riskier than speculating in exotic derivatives. 10 real is a bargain for that kind of investment. You got it, my man. Only the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers. No need for discounts at ceilings, officer.
But did he first mark them up 100%, just so that he could put them on?
My man, you know how the game is. I'm an entrepreneur. Good joke, officer. It's beautiful.
It is, yes. Anyone...
That's right. No permits, no bureaucracy.
If you wanted to be cynical about it, you could say we are...
My man, officer, you...
Gossamer is a fine, filmy substance consisting of cobwebs spun by small spiders, seen especially in autumn. It's safe to say He's referring to the near absence of regulations.
Yeah, that's the main thing about you. Anything for you. Me, it's a boy.
This man probably comes from Seaguy.
Very cool.
There are clothes inside. Cheap.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes.
Save the economy. That sounds off.
Haven't you heard, officer? We've got to be economic. Look around. Is this really the economy we want to leave to our children? That's good, officer.
You find your hat.
Economical, but also trendy. Look firsthand. Fight.
Something cold grazes your hand. Synthetic.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50 for you, sir.
You see too lowly.
I can see you've a taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes on
A pair of Faun Ultras.
those sneak.
Only? That's madness. Faun Ultra. We're the future. You remember the slogan from some magazine? These ones...
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The sneaker. No, don't pity them, officer. These are...
Samaran trash. That sounds like they're from the Samaran People's Republic, produced under the dictatorship of the...
No way, officer. These... Well, if you want... But see, they are the pedestal for my sneakers. If I let go of the speak... If, on the other hand...
Damn. So you have to buy the sneakers first.
Yeah, no, I'm not about to spend all my money.
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a small box. A variety of shapes and colors.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
Those UV stickers are almost certain.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium.
No luck.
Oh, that visor.
I hope not.
You don't like it? Sure, Square Joe. No problem. Let's get you some real shades.
Abort. The...
Damn off.
No, you are definitely not buying those.
Are you sure? But they look so good on you. You should think this through, officer.
Those things do not really work.
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. This panel usually closes the water lock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed Samaran button. You pull the lever all the way up until nothing happens. A spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the water lock to get across the... Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be You pull the... Nothing happened. Nothing happens. A spring brings the... Wasn't there a sign...
What day is today? Okay. It's Tuesday, ain't it?
A crumpled billboard reading, Samaran butter soaks in the canal. A crumpled billboard reading, Judging by the size of the impact and the parallel lines of burnt rubber, the cause was probably a motor vehicle.
Wow.
Side slip marks indicated that the vehicle was traveling up the... The black marks on the roof indicate that the vehicle vaulted from the crater. The panel served as a takeoff ramp. The vehicle soared through the air, hitting the billboard and upsetting the posts. Then it continued its flight, taking the billboard with it. The sign broke the vehicle. The Samar and Butter billboard still looks fresh within the past 70. Still speeding, the vehicle made a loop. There are two good candidates. It's about the right size. And the Caprice 40, very sturdy but light motor. The Linear G, you'd have to follow the tracks. The lieutenant looks...
Any theories about what happened here? What kind of car do you think it was? That's quite likely, from what I can tell. We're not traffic cops. Should we get back to the murder?
Probably a good place to take a break. Thanks for anyone who stepped in. Hope you enjoyed the stream.